So the incomplete 60 Minutes interview with Trump basically hit 17 million viewers last night, despite Trump's attempt to undercut the ratings with his own release on Facebook. I watched that cut along with the edited version that aired on 60 Minutes last night, and I have to admit, they look very similar to me. The only difference is that we were able to see Lesley Stahl's facial expressions, which was the thing I needed because I felt the same way. I don't know about Trump's mom, so I can't comment on what kind of upbringing or she had, but Lesley Stahl is anything but disrespectful or mean-spirited. Like, what kind of women are you used to? If nothing else, Melania seems to be more willing to show her disdain publicly for Trump.
Bless you, your family.
More than Lesley did. Even still, her tough questions were not tough. They're the kinds of questions one holding the position of president should not only be expected to answer, but be prepared to answer, which goes to show you that Trump doesn't like anyone else's process, because his true process is confusion. His conversations, and he's really good at confusing reporters and his audience by zigzagging, offering filler statements, gaslighting, projection. Then he pats himself on the back.
Nobody has done more for the black community than Donald Trump. And if you look, with the exception of Abraham Lincoln, possible exception, but the exception of Abraham Lincoln, nobody has done what I've done.
For things that he's not even responsible for, things he hasn't even finished. Now, I spit out my beverage last night when Lesley was given that big ass binder. Like, they were really trying to have some fun with her. And it's no surprise that there weren't any health plans in place, just a distraction, honey. And to add, I thought it was ingenious to put Biden and Harris on the same episode.
Why do you think Senator Harris would be ready to step in and become commander-in-chief if something were to happen to you?
Number one, her values. Number two, she is smart as a devil. Number three, she has a backbone like a ramrod. Number four, she is really principled. And number five, she has had significant experience in the largest state in the union, running the Justice Department. It's only second in size to the United States Justice Department. And, obviously, I hope that never becomes a question.
Are you going to push those policies when you're vice president of the United States?
I am not going to be confined to Donald Trump's definition of who I or anybody else is.
And even though Pence was there and he answered a few questions, he answered the questions in the way that he wanted to, in a manner that never really makes sense to the rest of us. So his contribution wasn't that valuable to me. But even though they had Biden on, his questions weren't easy. And there was one that 60 Minutes fact-checked. At the end of the day, Trump's attempt to shut down 60 Minutes actually gave another platform to Biden and put him out there. Had he done the complete interview, there wouldn't have been any time for Biden's interview edition. With that being said, vote for Biden and Harris.